It is time once again for Danbury Hat-Tricks hockey. Tonight, the Danbury Hat-Tricks play host to the Columbus River Dragons. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jim Cerny. Great to be with you tonight. Saturday night hockey here in Danbury, Connecticut, pitting the top two teams in the FPHL head-to-head for the second time in as many nights. Last night, the River Dragons invaded Danbury Arena and skated away with a 2-1 overtime win. Game that the Hat-Tricks had a 1-0 lead early on, a tight defensive battle, a couple fluky goals each way, but it ended up going the way of the top team in the FPHL this season, the River Dragons, coming away with the win. They are first in the Continental Division and first overall in the FPHL this season. Of course, the Hat-Tricks, despite the overtime loss last night, they are first in the Empire Division and second overall in the FPHL. This is the fourth and final meeting this season between these two teams. And it's really been a great season series to this point. Danbury won the first game on December 2nd, winning in a shootout 4-3 on the road down in Columbus, Georgia. The next night, they were shut out by the River Dragons 5-0. If you remember at the time, that December 3rd loss by the Hat-Tricks was their first regulation defeat in the 2022-23 season. Two teams then did not see each other for the better part of a month and a half, but here we are at the beginning of February. They're back at it again, and last night it was Columbus skating away with the overtime win against the depleted Danbury Hat-Tricks, who will close out this season series tonight against Columbus once again without their captain, Johnny Ruiz. Johnny remains out for the third straight game with a shoulder injury. In addition, Gordy Bonnell remains out of the lineup. Gordy will miss his 8th consecutive game tonight, also with a shoulder injury. So the Hat-Tricks a little bit decimated up front. Also on the blue line, in case you missed the news earlier this week, Jared Yao is on loan now to Fayetteville in the SPHL. So the Hat-Tricks are going to have to make do not only without their captain and their second leading scorer in Johnny Ruiz and an alternate captain and one of their top forwards in Gordy Bonnell, but now they're also without one of their top defensemen, a guy that has had an absolutely terrific go of it as a rookie this season in the FPHL, and that is Jared Yao. And those are big skates to fill. I talked about it with Billy McCreary before the game, and the Hat-Tricks coach and GM said, what are you going to do? This is, in this league, this is what you want to do. We're a developmental league, and if a player gets an opportunity to move on, good for him. We all support him. We don't want him to come back. But in the interim, and the other side of the coin is, of course, that the Danbury Hat-Tricks are playing without one of their top defensemen, and it breaks up their top defense pairing as well of he and Brendan Dowler, because those two have been very, very good so far this season. The Hat-Tricks been in a little bit of a rut as of late, 4-3-3 in their past 10 games. Meanwhile, the River Dragons come in having won 4 in a row after having previously lost 3 games before that. We're going to get set for the drop of the puck here at Danbury Arena, but first, our national anthems. Saturday night hockey here in Danbury, Connecticut. I'm Jim Cerny. Great to be with you tonight. We're missing our buddy Chris Lynch. Chris is unable to be here this evening. Typically we're a team. Tonight I'll fly solo, but we certainly know that Chris is out there and he's probably tuned in right now to see how the Hat Tricks fare in the finale of the season series between the Hat Tricks and the River Dragons, who come in as the top two teams in the FPHL so far this season. Let's check out the starters. First, for the home Danbury Hat Tricks, we're wearing alternate jerseys tonight on New Haven Nighthawk night at the arena. Wearing old throwbacks to the New Haven Nighthawk days, former American Hockey League team in Connecticut. In goal will be Brian Wilson. He was terrific last night with 33 saves in the 2-1 overtime loss. Up front for the Hat Tricks, they'll start with Daniel McKittrick, Luke Richards, and Michael Marchesson. On defense will be veteran Kyle Gonzalez, who in Johnny Ruiz's absence from the lineup tonight will wear the captain's C, and he'll be joined on defense by rookie Zach Pamelayan. Meanwhile, for the visiting Columbus River Dragons, who are dressed in their road white jerseys, Christian Pavlis will get the start in goal. He was the backup last night. Watch Brendan Colgan make 28 saves in the 2-1 victory, but Christian Pavlis will make his second start since signing recently with the River Dragons. So he'll get the start in goal. Cody Rogers, who scored the game-winning goal last night in overtime, he'll be on defense tonight along with Cody Wickline. Up front, the captain of the River Dragons, Josh Petra Antonio, and he'll be flanked tonight by Thomas Aldworth and Jay Krupp. And here on New Haven Nighthawk night, we get the ceremonial puck drop. There's center ice. And again, I mentioned Gonzalez wearing the captain's C with Johnny Ruiz out of the lineup, so he takes the ceremonial face-off with Petra Antonio. Hat Tricks will skate from left to right tonight in the first period. Brian Wilson getting another start in goal back-to-back nights. He is 16, 3, and 5 on the season. He leads the league in wins, has a 2.70 goals against average. He is third in the league in goals against, and his .916 save percentage is fourth best among goaltenders in the Federal League this season. Mentioned Christian Pavlis is making his second start. He's in goal to our right, as tonight in the first period, the River Dragons will skate from right to left. Pavlis making his second start. He's 1-0-0, a 3.00 goals against and a .923 save percentage. Team set to line up at center ice. Richards and Aldworth will take the draw. The puck is down and we're underway here at Danbury. Hat Tricks control. Gonzalez plays catch with Pamelayan. Skates up through the neutral zone over the red line. Now over the blue line. Good move by Pamelayan. Backhander on net and a quick early save by Pavlis into the near corner. Hat Tricks on it. Marchesson leaves it back behind the goal line. Pass in front looking for McKittrick, but the pass went off the stick. Richards now comes away with the puck along the right wing wall. He'll backhand it down low. McKittrick has the puck taken off his stick, not cleared. Kept it at the left point. That's Gonzalez. His shot is blocked back to center ice, and Columbus will look for a change. Quickly back on the puck is Gonzalez. Home run feed for McKittrick, and he did not know the pass was coming. So not only does he miss out on a breakaway opportunity, he didn't touch the puck, so that is icing called against the Hat Tricks. So the faceoff will come back in their own end. So Gonzalez had his head up, and he saw McKittrick was all by himself waiting at the Columbus blue line, but McKittrick was not ready for the hot pass. So the faceoff will be to the right of Brian Wilson. The very talented rookie Alex Storjahan takes and wins the faceoff for Columbus. Now he collects the puck in the near corner, spins a pass towards the middle, intercepted by Danbury's Dustin Gesso, and he'll clear it down out. Up ahead, here's the Benedette, and puck rolls off his stick as he was cutting to the net on right wing. He gets knocked down. Kuznetsov gets the puck to Gesso. Shot, score! Dustin Gesso! Just 1:09 into the first period. The Hat Tricks get on the board first. Gesso from inside the left circle. He is able to beat Pavlis to the glove side, low and to the glove side. And the Hat-Tricks take an early lead tonight against the River Dragons. Dustin Gesso hitting the back of the net with his team-leading 25th goal of the season. So exactly the start that the Hat-Tricks would have loved to script. This Columbus team is a very, very good defensive team. They're good all the way. They're a great two-way team, but they are very, very good defensively. Great goals against. In fact, their normal number one goaltender, the normal starter, the guy that started last night, Brandon Colgan, leads the league with a 2.19 goals against average. So to get the jump on them and to get the jump early, that is something the Hat-Tricks certainly wanted to do. You don't want to play behind against this team. And they're able to get the early goal. Again, just 69 seconds in. Gesso, his 25th. Kuznetsov and DeBenedette with the assists on the play. As the Carrots come raining down from the home crowd here at Danbury Arena, as they do after each first goal scored by the Hat-Tricks at a home game here at Danbury. So, of course, that slows things up here. Earlier in the season, you might remember the first couple home games, Hat-Trick fans were throwing the Carrots out onto the ice after first goals, the first couple home games. But then they do it after the second goal and the third goal as well, and they starting to get in trouble with the officials, the Hat-Tricks were. They're allowed, this is a one-time thing. Of course, the fans hope for many, many more goals tonight. Hat-Tricks lead at 1-0. And DeBenedette will step into the face-off circle. The door is closed next to Brian Wilson, so we'll drop the puck here. Good low hard shot by Dustin Gesso. Dustin Gesso now has points in 21 of the 24 games he's played this season. And right off the face-off, we're going to get a fight. It's Robertson from the Hat-Tricks, and it's Frigeux for Columbus. And boy, Riley Robertson put him down quickly. Big Riley Robertson, the rangy defenseman of the Hat-Tricks, put Frigeux down with two quick punches, continued to rain a couple on top of them, and they will head to the box here just a minute 13 in. We will get fighting majors right off the bat. You often see this. Two teams playing back-to-back nights, a little bit of bad blood. And who knows, maybe Frigeux trying to get his team a little spark after they gave up the early goal. So Robertson and Frigeux are in the box. We'll skate 5-on-5. And the officials have it sorted out exactly as we expected. And the face-off will come just outside the Columbus blue line. And the River Dragons control. See, Dustin Gesso out there, he was lined up as a defenseman on that face-off, and Brendan Dowler was lined up as a forward just in case there was some more rough stuff off that face-off. But now they flip back to their normal spots after the puck is down, and the puck rolls in to the Danbury end. Hat-Tricks give it up. That is Doe losing it for Columbus up ahead. Here comes Kuznetsov over the blue line. He lays a pretty pass down low. In is DeBenedette, and his backhander is sticked aside. Sweet little pass there by Kuznetsov up ahead to DeBenedette. And he made a good little shot on net, but a stick save as the Hat-Tricks come out the other way. Dowler is able to touch it up ahead. Puck goes off his stick and back into the Columbus end. 2 minutes into the first period with Danbury up 1-0. And Columbus is able to carry into the offensive zone. That's Aldsworth. Sends one in front off the stick of Wilson. And getting tied up from behind there was Borshev. He lost the puck. Columbus gets a shot on net. Quick little snap shot there by Thomas Aldworth, but it's denied. and held on to by Brian Wilson. So we'll get a face-off in the hat-trick's end. Mention how Johnny Ruiz is missing his third straight game tonight. He is over in TK's corner watching the game, so the face-off kind of below him right now. Gordy Bonnell, talked to him before the game. He's still going to be out for a little bit, also with a shoulder injury. And with those injuries, being shorthanded up front, hat-tricks brought Brett Jackson back. Jackson played over 40 games last year, 44 games last season, and he had 28 points as the hat-tricks win the face-off. And they're quickly into the offensive zone. Shot on net, and it's scored! Well, Mike Falenga, he lost control of the puck, it appeared, and then Abel was to regroup and slide a backhander in, and just 2:41 in, the hat-tricks have themselves a 2-0 lead. Falenga with a head of steam. Got around the D, then the puck seemed to roll on him. And we take a look here. Yep, and he was able to recollect. Really good job by Mike Falenga. That is his 7th goal of the season, and the hat-tricks off and running. They lead it 2-0. Pass up ahead is up a hat-trick stick into the offensive end. Played out by Columbus and shot right back in by the hat-tricks. So the hat-tricks really wanted a quick start tonight. They did score the first goal last night, but it came in the second period. Very tight defensive game. So we see a big hit in front of the Columbus bench. Draws the oohs and ahs of the crowd and draws a retaliatory hit by Michael Marchesson. Now Johnny McDonald in a little sword fight outside the Columbus blue line. And I think we're going to get some penalties here. Looks like Storjahan is going to go to the box. And is it Gonzalez? Gonzalez is shaking his head. Now it looks like McDonald is going to head to the box for the hat-tricks. Penalties will come at 3:22, and we'll sort them out. Officials still talking it over. But Storjahan and McDonald are in the box. I believe the original penalty was going to be called against Storjahan. And then McDonald sought a little retribution, so did Marchesson, but Marchesson's hit was considered clean. So indeed, coincidental minors. And we'll skate 4-on-4. A little bit chippy tonight so far in the early going. Heitzner steps in to take the face-off with Gesso. Gesso wins the draw. And the hat-tricks skate back into their own end. Now scooting up ice is Kuznetsov. Over his own blue line to the red line, now to the blue line of Columbus on right wing. Takes it into the corner, centers in front, nobody home. Hat-tricks collect on left wing, it's Cody Gibbs. Gibbs the defenseman, down low, into the corner along the wall, shoved off the puck. Comes back to Kuznetsov, he flips one on net. Pad save there by Pavlis. Gesso gets to the puck, throws it to left wing. Kuznetsov with the shot, but it goes off a stick and up into the netting. 33 seconds into this 4-on-4 opportunity. Should let you know that TK's American Cafe on White Street in Danbury is the proud sponsor of TK's Corner here at Danbury Arena. Stop by TK's, try one of their 76 amazing wings flavors, TK'sAmericanCafe.com. Puck comes back to center ice off the faceoff. Hat-tricks are on it. Good move inside out, and a backhand shot on net is made. A chest save there. Neat little shot by McKittrick. Now the hat-tricks come away with the puck. McKittrick's got it over the blue line. He lays it back. Here's Pamaleon. His centering pass is intercepted, and Columbus out the other way. Off the arm of Pamaleon. Puck carries into his own end. Marchessault, meanwhile, at the other end of the ice, took a big hit from Alexander Jimeyev. Went down, lost his helmet, but headed to the bench. He looks to be okay. Patrick's now trouble with the forecheck from Columbus. Puck comes back to the left point. Here's Rogers. Spins away from his check, still with the puck. At the left circle, at the dot. His shot goes off his stick. Dowler getting his stick in the way, and the puck goes up into the netting. And we get a whistle here. 4:56 gone by in a pretty active first period already. Patrick's leading it 2-0. And getting some laps is the linesman right below us. He did a little pirouette and took a little dumper on the ice. He fell right down. Got up laughing. He's going to hear about that from the players, you can imagine. Patrick's win the draw, and they'll pass on out to center. Gonzalez takes the pass in full flight, gains the blue line, whips it around right to left offensive zone. Hat-tricks get to it there, but the puck rolled off the stick of Michael Falanga. And here comes Columbus the other way over the blue line. Shot is blocked by Gonzalez. Picking it up there is Lucas de Benedette. He carries the length of the ice to the right circle. His shot goes off his stick high and wide. And we're back to 5-on-5. 5.5 minutes gone by in the first period. Hat-tricks lead 2-0. Centering feed in front. That was the rookie Storjahan. He couldn't control the puck, and the Hat-tricks come back to center the other way. Kuznetsov, he's flying tonight in the first period. Wrists one on net, stick save. Into the left wing corner, Gesso. Pass behind the net to Benedette. Puck knocked off his stick. And Columbus is able to clear on out to center. Zach Pamaleon is on it there. Pamaleon is playing defense again. Remember, he's been a forward and a defenseman this season. But with Jared Yao now in the SPHL, Pamaleon playing defense tonight. Here comes Columbus over the Hat-tricks blue line. Centering feed in front for Kelly. Goes between his legs. Back to LaBelle, the defenseman. Shot is blocked. Here comes Gesso on a breakaway. Dustin Gesso walks in, lost the puck. Shot, sprawling save. A crazy sequence there, but Pavlis makes the save. 13:24 to play in the first period. Danbury leads 2-0. This is Danbury Hat-tricks hockey. Back here at Danbury Arena, Jim Cerny with you. Hat-tricks with an early 2-0 lead. Goals from Dustin Gesso and Mike Falanga, and Gesso almost had another. Breakaway, fumbled the puck at the end, still got a shot on goal. But Christian Pavlis made the save right before the break. Now Columbus collects the puck after winning the faceoff in their own end. Trying to get through center ice. Hat-tricks bottled them up there, and they come away with it. McKittrick's pass up left wing, and Richards is drilled from behind. Down goes Richards, and we're going to get a fight. Riley Robertson just out of the penalty box. Already had one fight in this game, and he has another one here after the hit on Richards. Dangerous hit along the wall, so he and Michael Greco going at it at the Columbus blue line. Down they go, and they will head to the penalty box. We'll see if we're going to get the original call against Columbus. Richards, by the way, is up. Seems to be okay. He went down in a heap, hit from behind into the wall. We'll have to see how the officials sort this one out. Big Riley Robertson's having himself a first period with 2 fights already. Greco knows a thing or two about fighting as well. Greco this season, 155 penalty minutes coming into the game. We'll get at least another 5 here. And it looks like it's only going to be Robertson and Greco. As we take a look at the tilt again. Penalties coming at 7:03. Robertson does not have a point since coming to Danbury. He's playing his 17th game. I could check that. He has 1 point and an assist. Now playing his 17th game, but he has racked up 76 penalty minutes already. He's pretty much the biggest guy that they have in the lineup. He and Michael Marchesson. And now it looks like Greco is heading to the locker room, and I don't know if it's because he banged up his hand in the fight. That must be it. I don't see any extra penalties out there. And I see 5 skaters for each side. So, Billy McCreary asking for and receiving an explanation from the official, not happy about it. And the face-off will come to the right of Christian Pavlis. After Billy's done talking to the official. Boy, Billy's not happy that there was no call on Richards being drilled into the wall. Hat-tricks win the face-off, shot wide from the left point. Now Gesso takes a hit up high, no penalty, and Columbus out the other way. This is Doe chasing in his own dump in. Chimaev gets to it, his backhanded pass intercepted, and here come the hat-tricks the other way. Gesso takes a hit as he crosses the blue line. Now he gets to the puck, chips it into the corner. Puck slithers back to the point, no one home, and here comes Columbus. Shooting it in on net, blocker save. Puck high in the air, hat-tricks are able to clear it out. That's going to carry all the way down the ice. And that is going to be icing with 12:13 to go. Here in the first period, mentioned Gesso opened the scoring just a minute 9 into the game, his 25th of the season. And Michael Falanga scored his 7th at 2:41. And for Falanga, that was an unassisted goal, and it was a pretty one. Face off to the left of Brian Wilson. Wilson, 33 saves last night. He was really good. Bad angle shot off the face-off. And a save there by Wilson, who was hugging the post. So Columbus regroups back in their own end after the puck comes out the other way. Pass out to center. Hat-tricks are on it. Here comes Gesso, puck knocked off his stick. And Columbus is over the blue line. Centering feed goes off Wilson's stick to Petrantonio at the blue line. He leaves it there, and it's kept in momentarily. And the hat-tricks now are able to pass on out. Borshev gives chase. Pin to the wall, lost the puck. And here comes Petrantonio, the captain of the River Dragons. His pass goes off Gonzalez. Loose puck in front. And nice effort there by Kuznetsov, diving down and swatting the puck out to center. But Columbus sends it right back in with 11:10 to play here in the first period. Zach Pamaleon in his own end. Pass up ahead, great feed up ahead. Here's Falanga, backhand shot, and a right pad save. Christian Pavlis coming up big. Falanga almost had his second goal of the period. Puck sent in behind Brian Wilson's net. There's Zach Pamelayan, who made that pretty pass to Falanga. His pass up ahead here, broken up. Kelly receives a pass over the blue line, slaps it on net. And gloving it down is Brian Wilson. There's no rebound. 10:35 to go here in the first period, and the Hat-Tricks leading 2-0. Kelly leads the Columbus River Dragons in goals. He's got 28 on the season. In fact, tied for third in the FPHL with those 28 goals. One of two 20-goal scorers on the River Dragons already this season. Michael Marchesson carries the puck into the offensive zone behind the net. Sends one back to the left point. McDonald's shot blocked. And now chipping it up ahead. Here comes Columbus on out to center. Pass intercepted by Brendan Dowler. Dowler passes up ahead, and the Hat-Tricks shoot it in. That is McKittrick. He'll head for a change. And out the other way comes Kelly. Kelly shoots it in to the left of Wilson. McDonald gets to it. Passes up ahead off the wall to Gesso. Can't get around the defense. Lost the puck, but now here's to Benedette. Puck knocked off his stick in the offensive zone and on out to center. Here come the River Dragons. Good back check by Kuznetsov, who's been all over the ice here in the first period. Puck comes to Benedette, and he's able to push it into the offensive zone. 9.5 to play here in the first period. River Dragons to center. Here's Alexander Jemea. He finds Doe, walks in, left wing shot, gobbled up by Wilson. And we'll take a break with the Hat-Tricks leading 2-0. You're listening to Danbury Hat-Tricks Hockey. Back here at Danbury Arena, Jim Cerny with you for a comfortable stay with great amenities. The only choice is La Quinta by Wyndham right here in Danbury. Ask for the Hat-Tricks friends and family rate. You can't beat it. La Quinta. Hat-Tricks lead it 2-0. 9:21 to play in the first period. Face off to the right of Brian Wilson. Heitzler is tied up in the face-off circle by Borshev. Puck comes out the other way. Falanga dances around the defense. Lost the puck, however, in the offensive zone. And Columbus is able to clear it back out to center. And we mentioned Falanga scored a goal and almost had another one on a breakaway. And here he comes again, splitting the D, offensive zone. Now he curls at the top of the right wing circle. Finds the open man, Pamelayan, shot blocker save. Into the corner, Borshev shoved into the wall. Four players come together. And not a whole heck of a lot going on. Will that puck be worked free? Yeah, finally comes free. And Columbus has it. I'm talking about Michael Falanga. He now has 5 goals in his last 6 games. He's held off the score sheet last night. In fact, most of the Hat-Tricks were in a 2-1 overtime loss. Falanga's really picked up his game. He's having himself a nice night. McKittrick leading the forecheck here for the Hat-Tricks, forcing the River Dragons back into their own end. Pass into center, off the stick of Aldworth. He's turned back the other way. Boy, a really good job by the Hat-Tricks clogging up the neutral zone here. That is actually right out of the textbook and the playbook of the Columbus River Dragons as Dowler takes his man into the wall. Puck comes on out to center. Here's Richards off the wall, up ahead. McKittrick, his pass down low for Marchesson. Goes off his stick. Marchesson couldn't quite get the right angle on that one. Marchesson had Danbury's only goal last night. The big forward leads the forecheck here. Petrantonio is able to clear on out to center off a stick. And Danbury shoots it right back in. No icing. Hat-tricks get to it. Jackson dropped it back, but it was intercepted. And Columbus the other way as we come upon 7 minutes remaining in the first period. Petrantonio blazes into the offensive zone. His pass set up in front, and Sturgeon scores on the backhand. What a pretty feed there from Petrantonio. And Columbus gets one back. 12:57 into period number 1. And Sturgeon, who is having himself a heck of a rookie season, scores his 21st goal of the season. Hat-tricks win the faceoff. They control. Here's Kuznetsov. Over the red line, backhands one into the offensive zone, then gives chase. Pushes the defenseman into the wall. But Columbus still able to control. Now it's Gesso pushing his man back, but Columbus neatly comes on out. Here's Kelly over the blue line. He cuts left wing to right. He dances around Pamaleon, walks in, shot save! And then Gonzalez is able to clear it away from the goal line. Puck came out of the zone, shot right back in by Greco. Columbus had to get back on side. Hat-tricks to center, they'll dump it in on net. Could have been an icing, but it was on net, and it was played there by Pavlis. Here comes Columbus to center. Here's Heitzner over the blue line, tries to feed left wing to Doe. He's shoved into the wall there by Falanga, and the puck comes to Falanga now, and he takes a hit from Doe, causes the turnover, and the shot towards the net by Kelly goes off a stick, or the stick, of McDonald and up into the netting. With 5:44 to play here in the first period. Officially, Sturgeon with his 21st of the season. He is second on the team in that category. Backhander between the wickets there, Brian Wilson. Petrantonio and Rogers with the assists at 12:57. Big goal for Columbus. Been pretty outplayed here in the first period by the Hat-tricks. But if they can get this to the intermission trailing by only one, or if they get another one here, Columbus will really feel good about things, especially playing on the road. Face off to the right of Wilson. Richards won it, but the puck is picked off by Wickline of Columbus. He dumped it down low, but Richards gets to it, bangs it high off the glass into the offensive end. Out of his net is Pavlis. And he not only plays the puck out, but right onto the stick of one of his teammates. Good job by the goaltender. Here come the Hat-tricks the other way. On right wing, it's Richards. Skates wide, backhands one on net, deflected, and a good pad save by Pavlis. Back out to center. Columbus quickly the other way. Krupp sends one in front, and a kick save. Brian Wilson, another good stop there. That one on Thomas Aldworth. Wickline keeps it in. He hits the trailer, shot up high, and another save by Brian Wilson. Columbus picking it up now. Wickline pass down low. Here's Aldworth skating behind the net. Played by Richards, back out to the right point. Shot towards the net is knocked down and blocked by Marchesson. And the puck to center with 4:40 to go in the first period. Columbus now playing with a little bit more life. Hat-tricks bang it off the glass and on out to center. Puck taken away to Benedette. Over the blue line to Gesso. Centers in front to Kuznetsov. He lost the puck and regains at center ice. From the red line, he throws one to empty space on the left side. McDonald can't get there. And Columbus is able to clear on out to center. And now Columbus touches the puck. They're offside. 4:13 to play in the first period. Hat-tricks lead it 2-1. This is Danbury Hat-tricks hockey.
Right off the jump, we've got ourselves a line ball. Robert Hyde across the glove.
We're going to have a fight at center.
Levesque with a couple of big rights. He scores!
Peach Wave of Bethel is located on Greenwood Avenue in Bethel. Peach Wave is your place to go for a quality treat. Yogurt and toppings doesn't get much better. Catch a wave of Peach One at Peach Wave. Jim Cerny with you from Danbury Arena. Chris Lynch, unable to be with us tonight. Look forward to having him back on the broadcast when the Hat Tricks return home in a couple weeks. I just read the spot there for Peach Wave. Somebody in the crowd just won some free Peach Wave yogurt. Good for them. And some jealous fans around, and they want some too. Hat Tricks win the face-off. Pamelayan to Gonzalez. Gonzalez off the wall at center to Gesso. Up ahead to DeBenedette, but the puck is taken away. Here's Petrantonio. Over the blue line, his shot goes off a stick and up into the crowd. And mention how Petrantonio, with that gorgeous pass to Storjahan for Columbus's goal here in the first period. Well, Petrantonio now with 16 assists and 24 points on the season. He led the team in scoring last year with 81 points. He had an absolutely terrific season. He's been a little bit banged up this year. Not the same point production, but you saw in that goal, he still has the mitts. Pretty silky feed to set up the score. Gonzalez gives the puck away at the blue line. Now a home run feed for Kelly. Goes off a couple hat trick sticks. Puck bounces into the near corner. Centered in front. King can't get a stick to it. But he's able to collect the puck now on right wing. He's double teamed, forces it down low. Pamelayan, his backhander around the net, is taken away by Storjahan. And now he loses the puck. Here's Evan Lugo. He dances away and is able to get the puck on out to center. So, pretty good move there by Lugo. He ended up losing the puck, but only after he had cleared the zone. Hat Tricks play to center. Falanga is able to back in deep. Hat Tricks look for the change as Columbus with the puck in their own end. Danbury a 2-1 lead under 3 minutes to go here in the first period. Petrantonio at center, 1 against 4. Not good odds. Not surprising, he lost the puck. And it's steered towards the Columbus net. Perpavlis lays it off for his defense. Heitzler over the blue line, tries to backhand one down low to a cutting Jemayev. Puck got knocked away. Skitters through the slot, and the Hat Tricks are able to clear. That was McKittrick getting it out of danger. Quickly, though, Columbus right back into the offensive zone. Pass in front to Heitzmer, goes off his stick. Left wing, LaBelle puts one on net. Through a screen, and it's gloved down by Brian Wilson. So Josh LaBelle, the tall, rangy defenseman, definitely put it between somebody's legs and skates. But Brian Wilson saw it all the way. Tough shot because it was down low as well, down by his feet. Good glove save by Brian Wilson. Hat Tricks win the face-off. And they'll look to play it on out here. They do. Kuznetsov to center ice. Lost the puck. Greco runs over Kuznetsov, but lost the puck at the Danbury blue line as we come upon 2 minutes to play here in period number 1. Wickline to Greco. Wristed on net, and the pad saved by Wilson and a rebound. And Wilson gobbles that one up as well as Brendan Dowler shoves his man into the wall. Looked like Thomas Aldworth that was in front. He got the rebound to the first shot. Wilson usually pretty good at controlling his rebounds, but that time the shot from the point led to a pretty juicy rebound in front. Aldworth got to it, put the rebound right back on net. No second or no third chance that time as Wilson gobbled it up. And then Aldworth was shoved into the wall by big Brendan Dowler. So 1:52 to play here in the first period. Faceoff will be to the left of Wilson. Aldworth remains on the ice. He'll take the faceoff for Columbus. Tries to push it forward. He does into the corner. Sends one in front. Right off the stick of Brian Wilson. Into the near corner. Wickline is able to play it back to the point. LaBelle's pass, though, is intercepted by Borshev of the Hat Tricks. Passes up left wing to McDonald. Now to Falanga. Opens up some ice, throws it to right wing, Riley Robertson. Sends it around right to left in the offensive zone as Pavlis almost went flying down to the ice. He went to play that puck, lost his edge, and fell back into his net. And now we get a whistle as the hat-tricks appear to be offside. Yeah, Pavlis almost had himself an embarrassing moment right there. None the worse for Ware, getting his second start of the season for the River Dragons, who began the season with a dynamic 1-2 punch and goal. Not only Brendan Colgan, who they still have, but Bailey McBurney as well. Guy who shut out the hat-tricks 5-0 back on December 3rd down in Columbus, Georgia. Well, McBurney is now in the SPHL playing for Knoxville. Columbus to center. Again, the hat-tricks are able to clog it up there. And now into the offensive zone come the River Dragons. Quick shot on net by Adam Vanelli. Shot on the rush off right wing, and Wilson not only makes the save, but he holds on with 56.4 seconds to go here in the first period. Coca-Cola is the official beverage of your Danbury hat-tricks. Our Coke will make you smile. Loose puck off the face-off, wristed on net, and Wilson makes the save, denying Storjahan. Puck back out to the point, whistles just over the crossbar, off the glass, but not cleared by the hat-tricks. Frazier back to Kelly. Kelly on the backhand, double team, lost the puck, and he knocked McKittrick down. No penalty. Thought there could be a trip. McKittrick regains his footing, gains the blue line the other way, and backhands one in deep. Marchesson, 1 against 3, loses the puck. And the River Dragons almost turned it over in their own end in the slot. But here they come. Storjahan to Kelly. It's a 2-on-1 down low. Shot, score! Kelly ties the game with 15.5 seconds to go in the first period. His 29th goal of the season for Jacob Kelly. Neat looking give and go. And that is a deflating goal if you're the hat-tricks. Hat-tricks ran out to a 2-0 lead early in the period. And now they have allowed Columbus to tie it before the first period ends. Kelly absolutely threading the needle on the give and go. 5 seconds go in the period. Columbus will shoot this one all the way down to the left of Wilson, and there's the buzzer. A very strong first half of the first period for the Danbury hat-tricks, and a deflating second half of the period. Danbury really struggled to get through the neutral zone as the period progressed. Columbus got back to their game after allowing 2 early goals. And they are one of the best defensive teams in the league. Really good and really difficult to get through the neutral zone against. And that really played out in the second half of the first period. Storjahan scored at 12:57 to make it 2-1. And then Kelly on the give and go, his 29th of the season, ties it at 19:46 of the first period. So that's where we are after 1, tied at 2. Shots 11 for Danbury, 10 for Columbus. And the hat-tricks and River Dragons find themselves all tied up at 2 apiece after 20 minutes to play. We'll take a break, then we'll bring you back and set the stage for the second period here at Danbury Arena. Hat-tricks 2, River Dragons 2. Back here at Danbury Arena, I'm Jim Cerny. Thanks for joining us spending your Saturday night with us as the Danbury Hat-Tricks and Columbus River Dragons get set for period number 2. Deadlock 2 apiece after 20 minutes of play. Checking out action from around the FPHL tonight. In the second period, Binghamton's at home hosting Delaware. That game is tied at 3 apiece. So Delaware trying to do the Hat-Tricks a solid. If they could knock off the Binghamton Black Bears tonight. Binghamton has really been playing some good hockey. Of course, took 2 in a row from the Hat-Tricks a couple weeks ago. And they are really breathing down Danbury's necks right now. Danbury is first place in the Empire Division with 72 points and a 727 points percentage. Well, Binghamton right behind them, 69 points and a 719 points percentage on the season. So if the Hat-Tricks, worst case scenario, Hat-Tricks lose tonight in regulation and Binghamton wins in regulation against Delaware, they would be even in points after this weekend, tied for first place in the Empire Division. So right now, Hat-Tricks tied with Columbus and Binghamton tied with Delaware 3-3 in the second period. Also in the second period, Motor City on the road leads Elmira 2-1. And going to the third period shortly, Carolina leads Watertown by the score of 4-0. Carolina second place in the Continental Division, looking up at these very same Columbus River Dragons. Columbus, best record in the league, 27-5-1 after their 2-1 overtime win here in Danbury last night. A league high 76 points and a league best 788 point percentage. Carolina is second in that Continental Division with 61 points and a 678 points percentage. And Port Huron, who's idle tonight, they're in third place, 58 points and a 537 points percentage. This one tonight, the first half of that first period was all Danbury Hat-Tricks. Jesso scored a minute 9 in, his 25th of the season from Kuznetsov and DeBenedette. Then at 2:41, the Hat-Tricks made it 2-0. Mike Falanga is 7th of the season. Borshev has now been granted an assist. Originally, that was an unassisted goal. But now Borshev has been given an assist. So that's 2-0 for Danbury. But the second half of the first period belonged to Columbus. Storjahan scored his 21st from Petra Antonio and Kelly at 12:57. And then at 19:46, Kelly his 29th. Storjahan picked up the primary assist, and Lane King, the secondary assist, is now off the face-off to start period number 2. Quick shot on net, saved by Wilson, and another shot on net. This one from left wing, and Wilson makes another save. Puck caroms off the back wall, and Brian Wilson then will glove it down and settle things down. Not exactly the start that Danbury would have wanted here in the second period. Face off to the right of Brian Wilson. He faced 10 shots in that opening period. Danbury outshot Columbus 11-10. Hat-Tricks push it into the offensive zone. McKittrick backhands a pass over the net and into the slot. Nobody there, and now here's a takeaway. 2-on-1 for Columbus, and the shot might have gone off Wilson's glove, or it sailed wide, one or the other. Now Hat-Tricks the other way. Marchesson shoots and he scores! Michael Marchesson threads the needle from the left wing circle, and the Hat-Tricks have regained the lead 3-2. Let's see what happens here. A bad turnover just outside the blue line. Marchesson skates in, gets to the circle, and he's able to beat Pavlis to the glove side. Huge goal there. Big turnover by Columbus, and Marchesson makes them pay. That is his 17th goal of the season and his second in as many nights. He scored Danbury's lone goal last night in the 2-1 loss. Marchesson with the puck here. No, it's Gesso laying it off to McDonald. The defenseman sends one left to right, wide of the net. Kuznetsov then on the puck. He sends it from right to left. Puck comes back to the point, wristed on net, glove down by Pavlis. So that is an unassisted goal for Marchessault. That's because you can't give the other team an assist when the goal is against them, because there was a big-time assist there. That puck was laid right onto the stick of Marchessault outside the blue line. Bad giveaway. Hat-tricks make them pay. Now looking for more. Win the face-off. Offensive zone. They give it away here. And Columbus out to center. On left wing, here's Lane King to the circle. Backhands one into the slot. Backhand shot. Right pad save by Brian Wilson. Puck back to the point. Left wing shot. Knocked down in front. Redirected, and also a rebound chance. Wilson makes a couple saves. And a giveaway at center. Here's DeBenedette. Bouncing one on net at the feet of goaltender Pavlis. He's able to make the stop, and the puck comes out the other way, all the way back into the hat-trick's end. Danbury's never trailed in this one. They led 2-0, then it was 2-2, and now they're up 3-2. Shot wide of the mark into the offensive zone by Danbury. Here's a giveaway. Gesso centers one in front. Shot by Lugo, goes off a skate wide. Jesso's on the rebound at the left circle. Passes back out to the left point. McDonald, cross-ice feed into the circle. Quick shot. And that one went off a stick as well. Borshev never got it on net. And he puts his body into a defenseman. Here's a shot by Falanga that's blocked. And out the other way comes Columbus. It's Alexander Jemayev. He sends one in deep. Wilson out of his net. Rolls it around the wall, up the far boards. And it's kept in there. Columbus on it. Jemayev has it. Bad angle shot. Save made. And the puck comes back out to the right point. Backhanded towards the net. Turnaround shot by Heitzmer. And putting a glove on it there is Brian Wilson. 2 minutes, 56 seconds gone by in the second period. And the Danbury Hat-Tricks with the 3-2 lead on the Columbus River Dragons. Faceoff will come to the left of Brian Wilson. Brian Wilson had a season-high 48 saves down in Columbus on December 2nd. That was a game that the Hat-Tricks ended up winning 4-3 in overtime. In the shutout. The shootout. Wasn't a shutout if it was 4-3. In the shootout, Hat-Tricks had a 3-0 lead in that one. Columbus tied it. Nothing in overtime. And the Hat-Tricks won the shootout. Brian Wilson made 48 saves in that one December 2nd. This one is shot over the glove of Wilson and off the glass. Here's Kopp rolling a pass behind the net off the skate of his teammate Pitzline. And here come the Hat-Tricks the other way. Quick shot on net by McKittrick from right wing. It is sticked out of there by Pavlis. Puck rolls behind his net. And Columbus plays it on out to center. McDonald picks it off there. Finds his defense partner Riley Robertson, and his pass goes up ahead off the stick of DeBenedette. In the offensive zone, left wing Gesso. He'll roll a pass out in front, shot, score! Lucas DeBenedette. It is 4-2 Danbury. DeBenedette playing in his 5th game for the Hat-Tricks. That is his 2nd goal. He has 2 points tonight as he assisted on the game-opening goal by Gesso. And there we see the end. Nobody near DeBenedette, really. Well, I guess he's getting checked from behind as Hat-Tricks win the face-off. Kuznetsov skates in, and his left wing shot is gobbled up by Pavlis. So just as they did in the first period, the Hat-Tricks with a quick start to the second period. That shot off the face-off is wristed on net by John McDonald, gloved down by Pavlis. Well, DeBenedette has impressed Coach Billy McCreary. He was telling me before the game. Really likes this game. He said he's just finding his legs. DeBenedette has not played pro in about a year and a half. So he's still finding his legs and his timing. But he said there's a lot of skill there. As a shot goes high and wide by Columbus. Puck loose in the hat trick's end. Bad bounce off the wall, or bad bounce for Columbus because it comes right to Danbury. Here's to Benedette. He drops it to Gesso. Shot up high, and the save is made by Pavlis. Hat trick's on the puck. Gonzalez to Kuznetsov in the left wing circle. Centers in front. Gonzalez has his stick lifted, regains the puck, puts it on net. Saved by Pavlis. And the hat tricks are buzzing here, but it looks like Kelly is going to be able to skate it out of danger. No, he almost gives it up. His pass went off Gesso, and now he'll have to collect behind his own net as the hat tricks went for a full five-man change. And we're going to get a penalty here. Trying the home run feed was Columbus, and Storjahan pulled the defenseman down. So we'll take a break. 5:05 gone by in period number 2. The hat tricks lead it 4-2. This is Hat Tricks Hockey. Texas Roadhouse is located on Newtown Road in Danbury. It opened its doors locally in 2017 and is known for hand-cut steaks, cactus blossom, fall-off-the-bone ribs, made from scratch sides, and fresh baked bread. The restaurant prides itself on its legendary food, legendary service, and legendary fun. Hat tricks on the power play here. First power play of the game. They carry into the offensive zone. McDonald's shot goes off a stick high and wide. And Columbus is able to clear it all the way down the ice, and Wilson comes way out of his net. Chimaev leading the forecheck, but Wilson gets to it first. But Danbury turns it over, and Josh LaBelle, the big defenseman, was able to backhand it all the way down. Danbury was 0 for 2 on the power play last night against the River Dragons. River Dragons, one of the better teams on the kill in the league this season, and they are doing a clinic out here right now in the first minute of this penalty kill. They are second in the league, killing them off at 86.6%. And there's a turnover by the hat tricks. Here comes Doe, and his shot is blocked. But a bad giveaway by Danbury. They give it away again, and this time Columbus just hammers it into the offensive zone. 45 seconds remain on the penalty and on the power play, and the hat tricks have done nothing with this opportunity. Gesso, left wing offensive zone, gets around Vanelli. He'll send one in front. Between the circles, pass goes to Kuznetsov, left wing, and his shot is saved and then cleared out. So the hat tricks get their first shot on the man advantage. Gesso making it happen. Kuznetsov with the shot. Back into the offensive zone. Here come the hat tricks. Borshev is puck knocked off his stick. He recollects on right wing. 10 seconds to go on the power play, and Borshev is shoved out of the zone. Puck is loose. It's in the offensive zone. Centering feed in front. Kuznetsov turnaround shot, and a pad save made by Pavlis. We're back to 5-on-5. Puck shot all the way down. No icing. Wilson out of his net again, and the puck cleared up the near wall. Here comes Richards to center. He'll shoot one off the right wing wall and then give chase back behind the net. Beaten to the puck by Vanelli. And here comes Columbus, but a bouncing puck, and Petro Antonio will have to settle it down. And Columbus regroups over the blue line. Storjahan on to right wing. This is Kelly. Kelly dances away from Marcius on his check. But Danbury gets a stick in the way. Puck goes into the netting, and we get a whistle with 12:18 to play in the second period. So Storjahan took that penalty before, just a little bookkeeping, if you will. That's how Danbury got the power play opportunity. It was an interference penalty at 5:05. Danbury 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. We're back to even strength. Columbus wins the faceoff in the offensive zone. Centering feed goes off a stick. Rogers keeps it in from the right point. Sends one through a screen. Blockered out of there by Wilson. Now a shot from left wing goes off Wilson behind the net. Columbus able to keep the puck in, making Danbury work here to even get a hold of it or get it out. Now they get to it, to the hat tricks. McKittrick around the boards to McDonald. McDonald finds Robertson, and the pass up ahead is knocked out to center by DeBenedette. 11 minutes, 35 seconds to play in the second period. Danbury a 4-2 lead. McDonald shoots one in off the right wing wall. Out of his net is Pavlis. We're going to get a whistle. I believe the hat tricks were offside. Zach Pamaleon. Nope, actually Brett Jackson in ahead of the play. Now these two teams have a pretty good rivalry going. Last year, they met in the Commissioner's Cup semifinals after the Hat Tricks had rallied to knock off the Binghamton Black Bears in the first round, and Columbus swept Danbury in the 3-game set. Well, best of 3 set. Swept them in 2 games. A little bit of a rivalry between these two teams, who won't meet again unless they meet in the playoffs this year. This is their final regular season meeting. Here's LaBelle at center, flagging a puck down and passing up on the near wall. Hat tricks take it away. Kyle Gonzalez, the veteran defenseman, hammers it off the wall out to center. Good-looking pass. Here come the Hat Tricks over the blue line. Kuznetsov trying to go to the forehand from the backhand, and his shot was blocked. But picking it up here is Brett Jackson. Sends one in front, intercepted by LaBelle, and he's able to clear off a skate of Cody Gibbs. And actually, the puck goes into the bench with 10:42 to play in the second period. And, of course, going back to last year, after Columbus eliminated Danbury, they went to the final, actually won Game 1 of the best-of-3 final against Watertown. But Watertown came back, won Games 2 and 3, and captured the Commissioner's Cup. Well, Columbus, best record in the league so far this season. They've got the puck here. Shooting it in from left wing is Kirk Underwood. Comes around to the right wing corner. Good pick by Jumeyev. Sets his man free. Then Underwood accepts a pass. Wrists one towards the net. Sticked down to there by Wilson. Puck out to center. Here come the Hat Tricks. Falanga hit hard into the boards as he skated over the blue line. He lost the puck. And now Columbus comes away with it. Here's Vanelli. To the red line. He'll shoot it in. Out of his net, Wilson plays it up the near wall. Looking for Falanga. He takes a double hit, one from in front, one from behind, but he plays it up ahead to Lugo. Lugo drops it off to Borshev, and his shot is blockered out of there by Pavlis, but the net comes off the stanchion, and we'll get a whistle. 10:13 gone by in period number 2. It's a Hat Tricks 4 in the River Dragons 2. This is Danbury Hat Tricks Hockey.
Right off the jump, we've got ourselves a line brawl. Robert Hyde drops the puck.
We're going to have a fight at center.
Levesque with a couple of big rights.
He scores!
Well, New Haven Nighthawk Brewing is brewed right here in Connecticut and featured at the Rabbit Hole. New Haven Night Brewing Company is the beverage of choice at the Danbury Arena. Grab a cold one and party like you're in the Elm City. And of course, as you're watching this game tonight on Hat Tricks YouTube, you'll be able to see that the Hat Tricks are wearing New Haven Nighthawk throwback jerseys. It's New Haven Nighthawks, used to play here in the American Hockey League. Long time they were a Los Angeles Kings minor league team. So the Hat Tricks wearing those cool unis tonight. Black with the orange trim. And winning the faceoff here is Richards. Back to McDonald, left to right in the offensive zone. Robertson shot goes off a stick wide. And here comes Rogers for Columbus. He'll clear on out to center. Riley Robertson collects, gave it away, recollected, gives it away again. Rogers shoots in. Puck bounces out in front. Wilson sticks it for his defense. And here comes McDonald leading the rush. Marchessault on right wing, centers in front. Was looking for McKittrick. Puck never got there. And now out the other way, here comes Columbus. They gain the offensive zone, centering feed. That's knocked away by a back-checking Daniel McKittrick. He'll clear to center and head for a change. Here's Petrantonio for Columbus. Over the blue line, sends one in front. Kelly tees it up, and he shot it wide. Might have gone off McDonald. In fact, I think it did. McDonald slow coming back to the Danbury bench. Puck comes all the way back into the Columbus defensive zone. Rogers on the puck there. And Rogers on right wing will lead the rush. Here's Lane King. King over the blue line. Top of the circle, right wing, feeds one down low, and the shot is denied by Brian Wilson. Great pass, King to Kelly. And Kelly, looking for his 30th goal of the season, was denied by Brian Wilson. 8:20 remaining here in period number 2. Danbury with the 2-goal lead. Boy, what a pretty feed by the veteran Lane King. Getting dumped to the ice is DeBenedette as he was trying to gain the blue line. Fans wanted a penalty, no call. King feeds one over to left wing now. Shot goes up and over the net. That was Kelly again. Another good opportunity. Shot from the right point. Goes off the stick of Borshev and up into the netting. With 7:53 to play in the second, and the Hat Tricks leading 4-2. It was 2-2 after one. Michael Marchessault scored an unassisted goal for the Hat Tricks. 43 ticks into the second period, his 17th of the season. Then Lucas DeBenedette scored at 3:55. Kuznetsov and Gesso with the assists on that goal. And the Hat Tricks, who had a 2-0 lead in the first period, were able to restore their 2-goal advantage here in period number 2. Loose puck, Brett Jackson's on it. For the Hat Tricks, with speed up left wing, he pushes it ahead. Pavlis plays the puck, but right to Jackson, who sends one in front, and his bad angle pass / shot almost found its way in. Now it's Lugo, right to left in the offensive zone. Puck gets by Borshev, and Columbus is on it. Here's Altworth at the blue line. Good long reach by Gibbs, knocks the puck off his stick. Comes out to the left point, kept in by Columbus. And now the River Dragons cycling the puck. Coming out in front with it was Altworth. Puck was knocked off a stick by Wilson. Good stick by the goaltender. And it comes back out, does the puck to center. At the red line, a missed speed. And now a turnover. Jackson hooked from behind. Danbury's going to go to another power play. Jackson in the offensive zone on right wing, ridden off the puck. Whistle blows. Jackson draws another power play for the Hat Tricks. Brett's only played a few shifts so far tonight. His second game of the season. But he draws a penalty there after creating a turnover at center ice. So with 6:50 to play in the second period, Danbury heads to the power play, a hooking penalty. And Paul Frigeau will head to the box. Danbury wins the faceoff, shot on net. Is played with a high stick by Danbury, or hit with a high stick. So the faceoff will come outside the Columbus zone. Danbury on the season, 15.9% on the power play. That is 7th in the league. Danbury's been near the bottom most of the season, but they've been much better on the power play as of late. 6 power play goals in 3 games prior to going 0 for 2 last night. Puck loose in the offensive zone, and Alexander Jemayev is able to clear it on out for Columbus. Gonzalez will carry back into his own end. Danbury trying to open up the ice. Passes up ahead and over the blue line. Here's Marchessault on left wing. His pass knocked down by Rogers. Now Marchessault to the goal line. To Benedette, back to the left point. Now along the wall to Benedette. Back out to Gonzalez. Feeds it over to right wing. That's McDonald. Gonzalez with the chip pass down low. Taken away by the River Dragons. Are unable to clear. Now Jemayev just able to trickle it on out over the blue line. 1 minute gone by in the man advantage. And here's a takeaway and a good opportunity by Columbus, shorthanded. Ryan Wilson makes the save. Danbury the other way, 2-on-2. Kuznetsov weaves to right wing, waits for more players to carry over the blue line or come over the blue line. But his pass misfires with Dustin Jesso. And out the other way, here comes Underwood. Underwood, right wing shorthanded. Stops, waits, bottom of the circle, shot. Oh, good diving stop by Kuznetsov. Helping out his goaltender, Wilson. The shot never went on net. Good play by Kuznetsov, but more time off the clock on the power play. As now Borshev gives it away over the blue line. Danbury, though, able to keep it in and at the right point. Good job by Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov has 2 assists in tonight's game, but has played a very good all-around game, defensively as well. Jesso weaves in, left wing circle, knocked to the ice, lost the puck, and here they come the other way. Here's Doe over the blue line. Doe tries an inside-out move, lost the puck, but it's regained by LaBelle. LaBelle wrists one towards the net. It was deflected wide. Now a backhander on net and a save by Wilson. A shot in tight as we're back to 5-on-5. Dangerous pass taken away in front of the Danbury net and back out to center. Hat-trick's now 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Alex Storjahan lost the puck over the blue line. He thought he was hooked from behind, doesn't get the call. Here come the hat-tricks the other way, moving right to left. Marchessault with some speed, slowed up, lost the puck, but he's in the offensive zone. Puck taken away there, and here comes Columbus, but a good poke check at center. And the hat-tricks send it right back the other way with 4 minutes to play in the second period. Brendan Dowler bouncing puck at center. He can't collect, so King gets it up to Kelly, and Kelly breaks in on left wing. He's hooked from behind. His shot went up into the netting, but Columbus will head to the power play with 3:52 to go in the second period. Danbury leads by 2. This is Hat-Tricks Hockey.
Right off the jump, we've got ourselves a line ball. Robert Hyde drops the puck.
We're going to have a fight at center.
Levesque with a couple of big rights.
He scores!
Brendan Dowler heads to the penalty box for the Hat-Tricks with 3:52 remaining in the second period. Hat-Tricks 4, River Dragons 2. Jim Cerny with you, bringing you the action tonight and letting you know that Litchfield Distillery is the spirit of hard work. The Batchers of Litchfield Distillery, in honor of the early farmers of Northwest Connecticut, present to you the locally made Litchfield Distillery bourbon, vodka, and gin. Grab it at the rabbit hole and hoist the barrel with the Hat-Tricks. Columbus wins the faceoff. This is their first power play of the game. They control in the offensive zone. Centering pass goes off Riley Robertson, the big rangy defenseman for the Hat-Tricks. Puck carries into the near corner, and we get some high, hard hits in the corner. And let's see, Jesso might be heading to the box. Let's see what the call's going to be, if it's going to be 1 or 2 players going. Greco and Jesso were battling in the near corner, and it looks like it's just going to be Gesso. That is not a good penalty to take. Danbury with the 2-goal lead, killing off a penalty here. And now they're going to be down 2 men. Prime opportunity for Columbus, who's 8th in the league on the power play. 8 out of 10 teams, 15.4%. Hat-tricks, of course, very good penalty kill, 3rd in the league at 84.9%. But they've got to kill off a minute 41 of a 5-on-3 here. Columbus wins the face-off. Kelly, right wing to LaBelle, top of the left circle. Kelly slap shot. It was carrying wide of the net, but Wilson will glove it. Fans like it. And we'll get another face-off in the hat-trick's end. So Gesso is whistled for roughing at 16:27. Again, just 19 seconds after Dowler went off for slashing at 16:08. Face off to Wilson's left. Greco skated in. Now he skates back. Now he's going to get back in there. Linesman lines them up. That's what linesmen do. Hat-tricks win the face-off, and they're able to clear. LaBelle can't keep it in at the left point. So the puck carries all the way down the ice. That's a break for the hat-tricks. Storjahan to Kelly. Kelly over the blue line on right wing. He's by the wall. McKittrick watching him. Now Pamelayan grabs him. Columbus works it around. Here's LaBelle. Top of the left circle. Feeds it to Kelly. Pass in his skates. Kelly skates to center. Pass down low. Storjahan, bottom of the right wing circle. Sends one in front. Diving stop by Wilson. Rebound, score. What a save by Brian Wilson on a one-timer from low on the left wing side. But then Wilson, who scrambled to make that save, was completely out of position. And the puck came to Kelly in the slot, and he buried the rebound. That is a power play goal, a 5-on-3 power play goal at 17-12. And the hat-tricks lead is back down to 4-3. Kelly's second of the game, 30th of the season. A 5-on-3 power play goal. Gesso remains in the box for the next minute 15. Face off at center. Marchessault sent it back to McDonald in his own end. McDonald couldn't control, and now in on the forecheck are the River Dragons trying to take advantage. Here's Vanelli. Leads it off left wing. Now pass down low. Doe centers in front. Goes off a skate and in. Wilson says it never went in. Columbus is celebrating. And it looks like it's going to be back-to-back power play goals. That might be Greco. No, Krupp. Might be Krupp, excuse me. That got that one. Jake Krupp, I believe, is the one that is going to get credited for the goal. 2 goals in 20 seconds, each on the power play. And again, the hat-tricks have given away a 2-goal lead. They did it in the first period. They've done it here in the second. And that time it's just a crazy bounce in front. Wilson either believed or was trying to make the officials believe that the puck never went in. But it did. The official was right there. And we are all tied at 4 apiece. Back to 5-on-5. Danbury shoots it in right to left offensive zone. Vanelli slaps one off Kuznetsov. Puck comes to right wing and Gesso cranks one on net. And the save made. Gesso playing angry right now. Gesso dances into the offensive zone, lost the puck, but he's going to beat his man to the puck along the near wall. And now Gesso goes down, and it looks like he's drawn a penalty with 1:46 to play here in the second period. Gesso is down in a heap in the right wing corner. He took on 2 Columbus River Dragons in the corner. And not sure what happened or what the penalty is going to be. but it will be a Danbury power play and an opportunity for them to answer back after Columbus scores 2 big power play goals late in the second period. And Gesso is still down on all fours. Catching up on the scoring. Kelly at 17-12, his second of the game, 30th of the season. King and Storjahan had the assists on that one. And then Jay Krupp was credited with the second power play goal. Aldworth and Wickline with the assists on that one. And we're tied at 4. Gesso has gone off, and the hat-tricks are about to head to the power play. That goal, by the way, for Jay Krupp is 12th of the season, 5, a team leading 5 on the power play. And the officials are explaining things to Gonzalez and Petrantonio. Let you know that Danbury hat-trick coach and general manager Billy McCreary will be coming on up in between periods for a little Q&A. Talk about what has been a very, very interesting game so far tonight. Hat-tricks taking an early 2-0 lead. It was 2-2 before the first intermission. Hat-tricks scored twice early in the second period to take a 4-2 lead, and then they get burned on both ends of a 5-on-3 power play. Columbus scoring at 17-12 and 17-32, and that's where we are right now. And trying to sort out these penalties. Kirk Underwood is in the box, and it looks like Gesso is going to the box as well for the hat-tricks. So, okay. But the hat-tricks are still on the power play. So there are coincidental minors, and there are 2 men sitting in the box for Columbus. Hat-tricks third power play. It's an important one. 4-4 game, late second period. Over the blue line is to Benedette, finds Gonzalez, passes into the middle, off his stick. Hat-tricks trying to regain control, and instead they do not. Columbus gets to it, and it's cleared down the ice. We'll get the official penalty calls in a little bit. Here come the hat-tricks rushing up ice on right wing. Falanga, who's got one of the 4 hat-trick goals tonight, passes back to the right point, and McDonald's pass goes off a skate and back out to center. Boy, has Columbus done a good job on the penalty kill tonight. Kuznetsov dances around one man, gets to the bottom of the right circle, and a good wrist shot is kicked out of there by Pavlis. Lugo on the rebound, left wing for the hat-tricks. Now Kuznetsov centers in front, intercepted by Kelly. Kelly will clear with 30 seconds to go in the second period. Back for it is Zach Pamaleon. Time for another rush for the hat-tricks. 20 seconds to go in the period. Over the blue line is Falanga on right wing, bottom of the circle. He'll spin away, pass back out to the point, and a good shot by Kuznetsov, blockered out of there by Pavlis. 8 seconds to go in the period. Puck back out to the left point. Pamaleon, right wing shot to pass to Kuznetsov, and his shot flutters high and wide. And the buzzer sounds. Hat-tricks will open up period number 3 with 13 seconds remaining on a penalty to Underwood. But they largely did not take advantage of their 3 power plays here in the second period. And again, the momentum is on the side of the visitors, who start slowly and come on strong for the second consecutive period. We are 4-4 after 2 here at Danbury Arena. We're expecting Billy McCreary to join us at some point in between the second and third period here in the intermission. Right now, he is pretty disgusted. He is shaking his head as he walks towards the dressing room. I don't think that he was happy that Gesso somehow ended up in the penalty box after getting crunched into the corner. But if Billy comes up, we'll talk to him about it. And if not, we'll get you set for the third period. After 2, Hat Tricks 4, River Dragons 4. This is Danbury Hat Tricks Hockey. Welcome back to Danbury Arena. I'm Jim Cerny. Chris Lynch, unable to do the broadcast tonight. We miss Chris, but he will be back. Of course, when the Hat-Tricks come home, Hat-Tricks right now are in the midst of, this is their last home game for a couple weeks. The Hat-Tricks spend the bulk of February on the road, and in fact, next week they will play 3 straight games in Watertown against the Wolves. They will play Friday night and Saturday night and Sunday afternoon in Watertown. And then the following weekend, the 17th and the 18th, the Hat-Tricks again on the road in Binghamton on Saturday night, the 17th. And then on the 18th, they'll be in Watertown again. So 4 out of their next 5 games over the next 2 weeks will be road games in Watertown against the Wolves. And maybe a chance for the Hat-Tricks to get a little bit healthy. You know, Watertown struggling this season. Hat-Tricks have had a pretty rough schedule as of late. You know, playing, this series here against Columbus. And, of course, they had Binghamton a couple weeks ago as well. You know, some of the better teams in the league, well, they get Watertown. And even though those games are on the road, they are going to be, big games for Danbury to go out and try and, beef up the record, if you will. But the Hat-Tricks will return home at the end of the month, Friday and Saturday, the 24th and the 25th, when they host the Port Huron Prowlers. Friday night is a 7:30 start. Saturday, the 25th, will be a 7 o'clock start. And again, to get your tickets to Danbury Hat-Tricks hockey, head to danburyhattricks.com/tickets. With Port Huron up next here at Danbury Arena. Teams hit the ice for period number 3 tonight. Hat-Tricks and River Dragons are all tied at 4. Danbury led 2-0 in the first. But before they got to the intermission, Columbus tied at 2-2. Hat-Tricks then scored twice early in the second period, took a 4-2 lead. But they took back-to-back penalties, and Columbus scored back-to-back power play goals at 17-12 and 17-32. And that's where we are right now. Tied at 4. Hat-Tricks still with 13 seconds remaining on a power play opportunity to open up the period. And also quickly checking the out-of-town scoreboard in the third period. Binghamton at home leading Delaware 6-5. So a shootout there with Binghamton 3 goals in the first, 3 goals in the second, leading 6-5. Motor City on the road leads Elmira 3-2. And this one's nearing a final in Carolina. It is all Thunderbirds. They lead the Watertown Wolves 7-0. But the game that matters most is the one right in front of you right here at Danbury Arena. Hat-Tricks will skate left to right in the third period. They begin it on the power play, and they win the faceoff, control the puck. Pamelayan back in his own end, plays catch with Gonzalez, passes up ahead. Puck taken away by Petra Antonio, and coming out of the box is Underwood. We're back to 5-on-5, so the Hat-Tricks 0 for 3 on the power play in the game. Loose puck at center. Petra Antonio shoves his way into the offensive zone, but he did so without the puck. It hopped up into the Hat-Trick bench, so we get a quick whistle, 24 ticks into the third period. For the Hat-Tricks tonight, Chesso and Falanga scored in the first period. Marchesson and De Benedette scored in the second period. Here's Sturgeon into the offensive zone, centers in front. Puck is knocked down, trickled on net. Wilson made the save. Lane King took the shot. Hat-Tricks out the other way, sending the puck into the offensive zone. Here's Sturgeon. He's had himself a really nice game and a nice season. He is the reigning Rookie of the Month in the FPHL. Leads the forecheck, doesn't come away with the puck. Here come the Hat-Tricks 3-on-2. Kuznetsov, top of the right wing circle, puts one on net, and that is a good blocker save by Pavlis. That was a slow developing 3-on-2, but Kuznetsov with a sneaky move and then a really good shot at the end of the 3-on-2 break. Puck in the offensive zone for the Hat-Tricks. They'll play it down low. Falanga tries the wraparound, but the puck at the last second knocked off his stick. Now Falanga keeps it in at the blue line on right wing. Passes down low into the corner, back out to Gonzalez. Puck is off his stick and on out to center. Crazy bounce off the wall as the Hat-Tricks dumped it in. Puck went right into the slot, but Columbus was able to come away with it. Puck passed out to center. Gonzalez takes it away for Danbury. Left wing feed up to Falanga with speed. Top of the circle. His shot is blocked. And then trickled towards the net, taken away by the River Dragons. And they turn it over at center. Then the Hat-Tricks turn it right back the other way. Greco lost the puck. And it's taken there by Evan Lugo. Dangerous pass. Almost taken away by the River Dragons in the offensive zone. But Pamaleon's able to collect for Danbury to his defense partner McDonald up the near wall. Lugo will send it in deep. Marchessault gives chase there. He and the defender go down. Danbury keeps it in on left wing. McKittrick. His pass. Nobody home. And Columbus is able to just get a pass out over the blue line, but the puck taken away by Richards, and he has it swiped off his stick. Columbus the other way into the offensive zone. Pamaleon's back for Danbury. Takes the puck away, and it's on out to center. Nearly 3 minutes gone by in the third period. We're tied at 4. Here come the River Dragons shooting one in. Danbury's on it, pass into the skate of DeBenedette. So that allows Columbus to take it away at center. Gesso comes together with Petro Antonio. Now the pass is up off the stick on left wing of Gesso. Offensive zone. He fanned on the shot, turned back the other way, loses the puck. Still battling for it. Puck trickles back to the blue line. Robertson's got it, has some room, and he wrist one high and over the net. Had to hit the glass. This one centered in front. Hat-Tricks can't get a stick to it. And the River Dragons are out the other way. Carrying into the offensive zone is Cody Wickline, who has an assist tonight. In fact, an assist on the game-tying goal. Centering feed in front, and boy, point-blank shot there by Cody Rogers. And Brian Wilson came out, cut down the angle, and he makes the save. 3:49 gone by. Third period, shots are even, 24 apiece. We're all even on the scoreboard at 4-4. Final game of this season series between these two teams. They split a pair down in Georgia in December. Hat-Tricks hoping to split a pair here after losing 2-1 at home last night. Here's Evan Lugo getting around the defenseman, and a good opportunity and a diving save by Pavlis. Lugo's been pretty quiet tonight. Had a good opportunity there. Lugo just with 1 goal in his last 10 games. The Connecticut native looking for a pass at the blue line, calling for it, but the puck sails over his head. And he just got a piece of it, I guess. So icing is waved off. Looked like that was going to be an icing. Here comes Columbus over the blue line. There's Kelly with the shot. Gets to his own rebound. The shot was wide, got to his own rebound. Shot that wide as well. Now King, touch pass looking for Sturgeon, unable to get there. And Danbury comes away with the puck. Marchessault's pass looking for Lugo, goes off his stick. McDonald picks it up, right wing, sends one in front. Marchessault was all alone and the puck rolled off his stick. Now he's got the puck again and his shot goes off his stick and up into the netting. 14:58 to play here in the third. We remain tied at 4 apiece. This is Danbury Hat-Tricks hockey. Dr. Matt Hartsburg is an official member of the Danbury Hat-Tricks medical team. Hartsburg Chiropractic is cutting-edge chiropractic care right here in your backyard. Jim Cerny with you from Danbury Arena. Top two teams in the FPHL doing battle for the second consecutive night. And again, this one's going to probably go right down to the wire like it did last night when Columbus defeated Danbury 2-1 in overtime. Face off to the left of Pavlis. An offensive zone draw for the Hat-Tricks. They do not control off the face-off. Columbus plays around the far wall, down and out to center. With a head of steam is Doe, ridden off the puck. Good back check by Richards of Danbury, and Gonzalez comes away with the puck. Outlets on left wing. With some speed, that's Marchessault. Tries to find McKittrick in the middle over the blue line, but the puck taken away quickly. Columbus the other way. Heitzmer with the shot. Blockered out of there by Wilson. Puck comes back towards the right point, wristed towards the net, and it hit the side of the net. Now a jam shot on the rebound as the net comes off the stanchion. Austin Doe trying to jam one in from in tight, and Brian Wilson hugging that pipe there. Was able to make the save, but he hugged the pipe so tight and he was able to knock the net off the stanchion. So the face-off will be to the left of Brian Wilson here. Another strong night for him and another good opportunity for Austin Doe, the veteran. Had a good season last year. Tied with Petra Antonio for the team scoring lead with 81 points last year with Carolina. That one sent all the way down the ice by the Hat-Tricks. So that's an icing. Faceoff comes back into their own end. This year, Austin Doe in 33 games has 36 points, 11 goals, and 25 assists. There is some real balanced scoring on this Columbus team this season. Good offensively, and probably the best defensive team that we've seen all season. Though, 4 goals apiece so far in this one. Columbus wins the face-off back to the right point. Pass sent down low by Greco. Bounces off a stick to the far wall. Group is able to knock one down. And the puck comes on out the other way. Columbus is on it. Greco circles back into his own end. Greco got into a fight here in the first period with Riley Robertson of the Hat-Tricks. Nothing new for Greco. 160 penalty minutes on the season. Dancing his way into the offensive zone is Aldworth. Look for Kelly cutting to the middle. Pass was too hot. Hit off the wall and back on out to center. Columbus carries back into their own end. Kuznetsov leads the forecheck for the Hat-Tricks. 13:20 remaining, third period, tied at 4. Here's Strojahan to center on the back end. He had trouble handling the puck. We've seen that a little bit tonight, where the puck has been bouncing like a basketball. Not ideal when you're trying to make a move, make a play. Hat-Tricks into the offensive zone. Gesso drops it back to Dowler. Good wrist shot on net. Sticked out of there by Pavlis. And on out to center comes King of Columbus. He'll shoot one in. Wilson leaves it there for his defense with speed. Here comes Gonzalez to center. Red line, blue line, in the middle, to left wing, and his pass misses Lugo. But Gonzalez now with a bad angle shot, knocked out of there by Pavlis. And back out on out to center. Well, Gonzalez, not really known for his scoring, more of a defensive defenseman, but he leads the rush there and creates a good opportunity for Danbury. Pamelayan back in his own end, and the Hawaiian bounces one off the wall and on out to center. Columbus has it. Here's Alexander Jemayev, kind of muffed that pass into the offensive zone, but the puck is and remains in the offensive zone until now it trickles on out to center. Pass to Jemayev on left wing, misfires. Pamelayan gets there first for Danbury. Lugo, outlets on left wing. Here's Falanga. Falanga over the blue line. He'll drop it on left wing. Johnny McDonald shot on net. That's another save by Pavlis. And Columbus makes it a one and done as they pass on out to center. They'll dump one into the right of Wilson. in the hat-tricks end of the ice. Falenga passes to Richards on left wing, and he'll roll the puck into the offensive zone. Columbus on it there, 11 and a half minutes to play in the third period. Marchessault back to Richards, left point, floats a shot towards the net, it's knocked down. Petrantonio plays it up the near wall. Columbus unable to clear, good job by Marchessault, using his size and his long reach, keep that puck alive in the offensive zone. But the River Dragons come to center. Here's Heitzmer, his pass intercepted by Robertson. His pass is up ahead, walking in Marchessault all alone, and he's denied by Pavlis. It was a 2-on-0. McKittrick left it for Marchessault after the headman feed from Robertson. And Marchessault at the end of his shift just didn't seem to have much left on that shot. Columbus now brings it in offside with 10:43 to play here in the third period. Danbury 4, Columbus 4, and boy, a missed opportunity there for the hat-tricks. It is not often that Columbus gives up an odd man rush, much less a 2-on-0. Really good outlet by Robertson. McKittrick then with the quick little dish to Marchessault, and Marchessault just looked gassed at the end of the shift. Didn't make much of a move, and it was a good save by Pavlis, who has had himself a very good third period so far. At center ice, pass up to Gesso, now over the blue line. Back out, Kuznetsov with a shot, goes off a stick, and up into the netting. Diversified Printing Solutions in Danbury is the hat-tricks official printing partner. You want it printed, call Tina and let them get it linked up for you. DPS Printing Solutions, they can do it all. Locally owned and operated right here in Connecticut. Dowler off the face-off win by Danbury, wrists one wide from right wing. And Columbus is able to clear on out off the linesman's leg, and Danbury takes it right back. Gesso is able to pass into the offensive zone looking for Borshev. And the Russian winger unable to control it. So Columbus collects, and they pass on out to center with some speed. Here's Aldworth. His shot is blocked by Dowler. And the puck came out over the blue line, shot right back in. And going for a full five-man change are the River Dragons. Gives the hat-trick some time here. Kuznetsov bangs it off the left wing wall to Gesso. Gesso looking for Richards too far. And the puck back out to center. Hat-tricks have had the puck more than Columbus has in this period. They've also had a couple prime scoring opportunities. But this game remains tied at 4, under 10 minutes to play in the third period. Robertson's pass up ahead, knocked down. Kelly takes a hit from behind by Richards. And the pass here knocked down at the hat-trick blue line. Marchessault with some speed on right wing at the circle. Goes to the backhand, cuts to the net. And the puck is knocked off his stick by Frigeau. Comes back out to McDonald. His shot is gloved down by Pavlis. And we'll get a whistle with 8:55 remaining in the third period. It's Danbury 4 and Columbus 4. This is Hat-Tricks Hockey.
Right off the jump, we've got ourselves a line brawl as Robert Hyde across the glove.
We're going to have a fight at center.
Levesque with a couple of big rights.
He scores!
Ultimate Limousine Service in Danbury is the region's premier limo service. You ever ride in a Bentley? If not, call them up. And next time you travel, go in style. That's Ultimate Limousine, ultimatelimoct.com. Jim Cerny with you from Danbury Arena. Hat-tricks have never trailed tonight, but they're in a 4-4 deadlock tie right now. 8:55 to play in the third period. Face-off in the offensive zone for Danbury to the left of goaltender Christian Pavlis. who's made 23 saves to this point. Off the face-off, puck comes into the corner. Marchessault chases it, but Rogers is able to pass out for the River Dragons now. Strojan wrists one on net from outside the left wing circle. Wilson's able to knock it down and then fall on the rebound, and he'll get the whistle there. Strojan has had himself a nice night with a goal and an assist so far. Real good rookie season for him. 50 points now on the season, 21 goals and 29 assists. He'll take the face-off here in the circle to the right of Wilson. And he pushes it ahead, but wide of the net. Puck bounces high in the air towards the slot, and now is knocked on out to center. Rogers will shoot it right in. Rogers was the overtime hero last night, scoring the winner. Here's Kelly from left wing. Threw a screen, sent one on net, blockered out of there by Wilson. Good reaction by the Danbury goalie. Gonzalez on left wing, scoots up ice with the puck, off the wall and off a stick. Just over the blue line to Falanga. Danbury would be offside, so they don't play it, and here comes Columbus the other way. Kelly on left wing, gains the offensive zone at the circle. He's double-teamed, and he'll lose the puck. Here come the hat tricks. Falanga to Borshev. Borshev over the blue line, and he lost the puck there, so he'll just chip it up ahead. And now we're going to get a whistle. Referee's got his arm up in the air, and I believe Kelly is going to head to the box for high sticking. And if that's the case, hat tricks with a big power play opportunity here with 7:48 remaining in the third period. And that is exactly the case. So Kelly, who has 2 goals in the game, now goes to the sin bin, 2 minutes for high sticking at 12-12. Hat-tricks win the face-off offensive zone, push it along the blue line. Gesso pass down low to the goal line, back out to Gesso along the right wing wall. Gesso pass down low, Kuznetsov, puck knocked off his stick, kept in at the right point by Pamelayan. And the referee blows his whistle, and I'm not sure why. Could be, is the net off the stanchion? Yes, it is. So Paulus, I believe, leaned back on the net, knocked the net off the stanchion. So 15 seconds gone by in the hat-trick power play. Danbury is 0 for 4 on the man advantage. They lose the face-off here, and the puck is sent down the ice by LaBelle. So Danbury will regroup. Kuznetsov swoops behind the net. Now throws one out to left wing at center into the skates of Gesso. Danbury having all kinds of trouble with the bouncing puck. Pamelayan couldn't play it. Lost it. Now he regains control, but precious time coming off the clock on the power play. 1:15 to go on the man advantage. A steal at center. Here's Doe. Wrist one on net, and a glove save by Wilson. And Danbury is forced to hold the puck in their own end, and now we'll have a face-off in their own end of the ice, even though it's their power play. And boy, they have really been shut down on the man advantage so far tonight by Columbus. Columbus very aggressive on the power play, and just as they do at even strength, they are so good at clogging up the middle of the ice. Now Danbury is able to break out of their own end. Marchessault, left wing, tried to feed in front. Puck got knocked down. McKittrick collects the puck right wing, and it goes off the stick or the skate, maybe both, of Josh LaBelle. And the puck goes up into the netting with 51 seconds to go in the power play. Big face-off here. Benedette will take it for Danbury. Puck is down, and the puck comes back to the right point. Pamelayan looks at his options, throws it along the right wing wall to McKittrick. Pass behind the net. Marchessault lets it go through to Benedette. To Marchessault. The big forward loses the puck, and Columbus has time to clear it. They're unable to. Gonzalez kept it in. He feeds it to DeBenedette. His shot is knocked down. DeBenedette picks it up on left wing. 25 seconds to go in the power play. Pass to McKittrick behind the net. Now to DeBenedette. He feeds it back towards the left point. Gonzalez can't play a bouncing puck, and it trickles on out to center. 12 seconds to go on the power play. Now the puck sent back into Danbury's end. 8 seconds to go on the man advantage. Pamelayan with a head of steam. Gets around a defenseman who falls down. He's at the left circle. Sends one in front off a stick. And we're back to 5-on-5. Out of the box is Kelly. Takes a headman pass left wing. And he wrists one wide of the mark. Kept in at the right point. Sent towards the net and a blocker save by Brian Wilson. 5.5 minutes to play in the third. We're tied at 4. Danbury now 0 for 4 on the power play. Here's a giveaway actually, by Columbus in their own end, but the puck comes back out over the blue line. Danbury sent it back in. They have to regroup. And Columbus is on it. This is Adam Vinelli shooting one in, left to right offensive zone. McDonald there for Danbury. One pass here to Robertson. He touches it to center, the rookie Richards. Over the blue line, his shot, right pad save by Pavlis, but it would not have counted had it gone in anyway. Danbury is offside. 4:59 to play in the third. We're tied at 4. This is Hat Tricks Hockey. Stony Hill Dental Care has served as the leader and preferred provider of dental care in Bethel, Connecticut. Go see Dr. K. He'll make you look like $1,000,000 and feel like it too. He's the official team dentist of your Danbury Hat Tricks. The final 5 of regulation. Danbury and Columbus tied at 4. And after the face-off, Columbus sends it all the way down the ice. That is icing, so we'll come back with the face-off in the River Dragons end of the ice. Danbury out shooting Columbus 28-26. They've led 2-0 and 4-2. And now we're 4-4. No scoring here in the third period. Danbury has had the better of the play just by a little bit. Pavlis has had a good period, and he makes a big save there. Bottom of the left circle opportunity for Evan Lugo. Pavlis has saved his best for this third period. Petrantonio for the River Dragons. Passes to Rogers, skates over the red line. Met by 4 hat tricks there. So he backhands one in deep. Danbury on it, now on the rush. Here's defenseman Gonzalez. Left wing pushes one behind Rogers. Rogers gets position on him. Slides the puck back out towards the right point. Kuznetsov sends one towards the net. Goes off a stick and wide of the mark. And that one now is back on out to center. McDonald hooked off the puck there. And coming away with it is Aldworth. His left wing shot carries wide. Now Rogers slaps one way wide of the mark. Shooting it from right wing. Centering feed into the middle by Aldworth. Goes off a stick and out over the blue line. Columbus sends it right back in. And now here's Danbury. Gesso off the near wall. Trying to find DeBenedette. He can't get to it. And here comes Columbus the other way, shooting it in right to left into the offensive zone. Heitzmer now sends it back the other way, left to right. Chimaev on it there. Takes the body. Loses the puck, but it comes back toward the circle. And a shot by Underwood is blocked. Underwood's on it, left wing. Back to LaBelle. His shot is tipped wide by Heitzler, and a backhand shot by Chimaev is denied by Wilson, sliding to his left. Hat Tricks shoot one all the way down the ice. Now will be icing? No, it's no icing. It's waved off with 2:50 remaining in the third period, and Brian Wilson keeps this a 4-4 game. At center ice, here's Strojahan. Over the blue line, drops to Kelly, feeds one in front, looking for Strojahan, but Robertson wouldn't let him get towards the puck, which now slithers towards the net. And Wilson gets a glove on it with 2:31 to play in the third period. Well, these two teams have played 3 games already this season. I shouldn't say already, but they played 3 games this season. 2 of them have gone to overtime. And we're 2:31 away from making it 3 out of 4, heading to the extra session. Hat-tricks win the faceoff, clear it on out the other way into the offensive zone. McKittrick bounces one on net, sticked aside by Pavlis. Now, good job by Dowler. No, unable to keep it in. Hustled over left to right along the blue line. Was unable to keep it in. Danbury, though, shoots it right back behind Pavlis' cage, and he's able to shoot it on out to center. Gonzalez on it for Danbury. Pass up ahead off the stick of Richards into the offensive zone. Collecting there is Paul Frageau. Passes up ahead to Strojahan. Strojahan, good move around the blue line, and a backhand shot saved by Wilson, and he makes the save on the rebound as well. Boy, what a move by Strojahan. Now he's able to slow down Lugo at center ice, and the Hat-tricks are offside the other way. It looked like the Hat-tricks were back and in good position along the blue line. Strojahan made a couple dekes, and he found himself heading towards Brian Wilson. Got a backhander on net, was tied up on the rebound. Wilson got that one too. 1 minute, 38 seconds to play in regulation. Hat-tricks win the faceoff. Here's Falanga, who scored back in the first period. Into the offensive zone along the goal line, back to the point. Robertson from right wing puts it on net. That one is smothered by Pavlis. So good clean look by Riley Robertson, who's still looking for his first goal of the season. And a good job by Falanga setting him up. Borshev will take the face-off here in the offensive zone with 1:28 to go. Wins the face-off towards the slot. Lugo sends one towards the net. It was blocked. Puck comes to the right circle. Borshev has it. His shot knocked down in front, and Borshev is down. He was drilled after the shot. Coming back the other way, a 5-on-4. Wickline drops to Doe. Now to Underwood. His shot is blocked. Great block by Lugo. And Borshev was able to come back and get back into the play as well. Over the blue line come the River Dragons, and they're offside. 61 seconds remaining. In regulation, we're tied at 4 apiece. And Evan Lugo selling out. Columbus broke out 5-on-4 with Borshev down on all fours back in the offensive zone. And Lugo with the big block. Terrific job by him. Face off now, just outside the Danbury blue line. And Danbury wins the draw. They control. Gonzalez up ahead, off the stick of Gesso. King feeds it to Strojahan over the blue line. They would have been offside, so he turns it back the other way. This one slapped in behind Wilson's cage. Pamelayan back with 40 seconds to go in regulation. Pamelayan sizes things up, finds Kuznetsov at center, now to Benedette. Top of the left wing, circle, wrist one on net. And smothering that one is Pavlis. 29.3 seconds to play in regulation, tied at 4. So making a little something out of nothing there. Looked like a broken play at center in the Hat-tricks, turning it into a scoring opportunity. To Benedette taking the face-off against Chimaev. To the right of Pavlis. They tie each other up. Columbus is able to push it on out to center. Underwood shoots one in to the right of Wilson. Back for it is Robertson. He's able to beat his man to the puck. Hat-tricks clear it out. 15 seconds to go in regulation. Robertson is on it there. Up the near wall, knocked down by Underwood. 8 seconds to go. Danbury clears to center. One last rush. Gesso, long shot outside the blue line. Floats on net. Pavlis makes the save. And for the second consecutive night, we are going to play overtime at Danbury Arena. A scoreless third period, which both goalies had to make a couple big saves. Hat tricks outshooting the River Dragons 32-29 so far. In that third period, Danbury had the better of the opportunities, outshooting Columbus 10-6. So for the third time in 4 meetings this season, these teams will play overtime. The first was on December 2nd, down in Columbus, Georgia. Game the Hat Tricks raced out to a 3-0 lead, and the River Dragons tied in the third period, sent it to overtime. Scoreless overtime, went to the shootout. Brian Wilson was perfect, and the Hat Tricks had themselves a 4-3 win. Then last night, Hat Tricks a 1-0 lead after 2 periods. River Dragons again tied it in the third. This time the River Dragons won it in overtime. Cody Rogers had the game winner last night. Here, Danbury has done nothing but lead or be tied in this game. They were up 2-0, 2:41 into the game. Gesso and Falanga scored the goals, but Columbus was able to tie it before the first intermission. Then in the second period, Danbury had 2 goals in the first 3:55 to take a 4-2 lead. But 2 penalties back-to-back are right now the big difference in this game. Hat Tricks were called upon to kill off a 5-on-3 power play. They did not. Kelly second of the game at 17:12 of the second, made it 4-3. And then Krupp scored at 17:32 to tie the game. Scoreless third period sets the stage for 3-on-3 overtime here at Danbury Arena, and the crowd is on their feet. They are loud and rocking it right now. Strojahan beats Gesso on the faceoff. LaBelle will carry back into his own and open up the ice. It's Gesso, Kuznetsov, and Pamaleon out there for the Hat Tricks. Kelly with speed over the blue line. His shot is blocked by Pamaleon, but comes back to LaBelle. His shot goes off a stick high and off the glass. LaBelle sends one back towards the blue line. Kelly will back up. Jesso's got it. Gesso over the blue line. Gesso from left wing sends one in front. Pamaleon can't get there. Now LaBelle up ahead to Kelly. Kelly with Kuznetsov back. Good play by Kuznetsov, but Kelly gets a shot on goal anyway. And a pad save by Wilson. Great effort by Kelly. Get some fresh legs on the ice, though Pamaleon, who has the puck, is still out there. Pamaleon being chased by Aldworth. Pamaleon to the red line. He tries to drop it back, and the puck's taken away. Here comes Aldworth. Gets around the D. Steps in. Shot. Save. Pad save by Brian Wilson. Bailing out Zach Pamaleon, who's got the puck now. Carries over the blue line. His shot through his screen. And a pad save by Pavlis. 3:45 remaining in overtime. And settling things down are the River Dragons. Boy, what a turnover by Pamaleon. And a terrific save by Brian Wilson. Columbus gains the offensive zone. They'll wind one around behind the net. Here's Cody Wickline. Circling back, and he'll carry it on back on out to center. You see this a lot, 3-on-3 in overtime to open up the ice. And now the River Dragons gain the offensive zone. Here's a shot that goes off a stick and into the crowd. Adam Vanelli with the shot. Gonzalez, I believe, is the one who got the stick to it. 3:11 to go in overtime, tied at 4. And the Hat Tricks now, a chance to kind of catch their breath, regroup. Boy, that Pamaleon giveaway was nearly costly. Columbus won the faceoff, but it was mishandled by Frigeau. So they have to regroup at center ice. Lane King's pass up ahead to Alexander Jemaev, who won a championship last season with the Watertown Wolves. Now playing a big part on this Columbus team. He's got the puck at center. Back out to Frigeau. 2 minutes, 44 seconds remain in overtime. Frigeau, head up, passes to Jemaev on right wing. Over the blue line, into the offensive zone. Cuts to the left side. His shot goes off the leg of Falanga and up into the netting. So 2:33 remaining in overtime. Shots now at least listed as 33-31 Danbury. Meaning Brian Wilson's got himself 29 more saves tonight. Face-off won by Danbury in their own end. Dustin Gesso back on the ice. Lays it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with some room to skate with the 3-on-3. Drops it at his own blue line for Gesso. Gesso over the blue line offensive zone at the left circle. He carries the puck, now jams on the brakes at the goal line. Back out to Gonzalez. Sends one towards the net. Knocked down in front by Underwood of Columbus. Rogers unable to clear, kept in. Gesso one-timer, and he broke his stick. Save made by Pavlis as the puck slowly crept on net. At center ice, this is Underwood of Columbus. He feeds it right wing to Rogers. Rogers, the hero last night, drops it to Underwood. Underwood spins away from his check and passes back out. That's Sturgeon. And he'll go all the way back behind his own net to set it up and open up the ice. Here he comes with a head of steam over the red line, over the blue line on left wing. Sturgeon along the wall. He drops it back to the point. Nobody's home. And Petra Antonio will chase it down for Columbus. 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining in overtime, tied at 4. Pass up on the left wing. Here comes Kelly, who's got 2 goals tonight. Over the blue line. He's got some room. Shoots one. And Pamelayan was able to get his stick blade to it. And it went high and wide. Back out to center. Coming upon 60 seconds to go in overtime. Sturgeon over the blue line. Cuts to the middle. Falls down. Hat-tricks collect. Thought they would be able to get a rush. They will. Here comes Pamelayan. Right wing, top of the circle. Feeds one down low. Shot. Oh, it's in. It's in. No. The referee says it didn't go over the goal line. Here comes Kelly the other way. Kelly walks in, shoots, he scores! And Columbus wins in overtime, 5-4. And the hat-tricks are absolutely furious. Brian Wilson throwing his equipment down on the ice. The hat-tricks thought for sure that they had the game-winning goal. Let's see the replay again. That puck is trickling to the goal line. Boy, you really need an overhead view there to know for sure. And let's see. Hat-tricks are staying on the ice. Both teams are staying on the ice. The officials are converging to discuss this. All 4 officials are coming together, and you don't want to see this. Somebody has thrown something on the ice. And the hat-tricks are telling the fans not to do that. So here comes Falanga. Watching on the replay. The poke check. It goes off the goalie. It goes off him. And it's really hard to tell right there. Boy, oh boy. The referee waved off that goal, and Columbus quickly transitioned. Kelly on the breakaway scored, and if it stands up, he will have the hat trick, his 31st goal, which leads the league, and he would have the overtime winner. And the hat tricks are being awarded the win. The referees have overturned the call. Falanga with the game-winning goal. And the hat-tricks pour off the bench, mobbing each other. How about that reversal? Unbelievable. Hat-tricks thought they won it, then they thought they lost it, and now they have officially won it. 5-4 in overtime. And this place is absolutely going nuts. The crowd, the players, Coach Billy McCreary, everybody absolutely going berserk as the hat-tricks have won this one. 5-4 on a reversal after the officials discussed it. Unbelievable. What a crazy finish tonight at Danbury Arena. Kelly thought he had the hat trick to win it, and instead it's the hat tricks who thought they had scored just seconds before that do get the goal there. And so we'll find out the 3 stars in a second as well. What a finish for the hat tricks to win this one. And they salute the crowd as we're awaiting the official call on the goal. But the hat tricks indeed have been awarded the win. 41.3 seconds remaining in overtime. Unbelievable. And the hat tricks get the extra point for winning this one. And Brian Wilson now making nice with the officials. And with Petra Antonio, the captain of Columbus, they hug it out at center ice. Wilson, I believe, might be apologizing to the officials. He charged out of the net, furious with the officials. And the hat tricks have come away with a 5-4 win. Crazy stuff. They never trailed in this one, but man, they had to sweat it out. Up 2-0, up 4-2. Tied at 4 after 2 periods. And then they went to a scoreless third period. And then in overtime, they thought Falanga had scored. They stopped playing after they thought Falanga had scored the winning goal. Columbus thought they took advantage. Kelly came the other way, scored on a breakaway. Unbelievable. Hat tricks complained vociferously, Brian Wilson in particular, charging out of the crease to argue with the officials, and after a couple minutes, indeed, the hat tricks get the reversal that goes their way. Falanga with the goal, Borshev and Lugo with the assists. And the Danbury hat tricks hold on, or not hold on, they come out with a 5-4 win. Unbelievable. And the hat tricks now end their season series with the Columbus Blue Dragons with 2 wins, a regulation loss, and an overtime loss. 3 of the 4 games of this season series decided in overtime. And boy, oh boy, if these teams meet in the playoffs, hang tight. You're ready for some great, great hockey. And this is a huge win for the hat tricks tonight, in particular because of how shorthanded they were, their lineup was tonight. No Johnny Ruiz again, no Gordy Bennell again. Jared Yao just called up to the SPHL. And yet, the hat tricks persevere in certainly what's going to turn out to be, I would think, one of the more memorable wins at Danbury Arena this season. The hat tricks improved their overall record to 25-4-5. They are 15-1-2 on home ice this season, and they win tonight in overtime by the score of 5-4. The number 3 star of the game with 2 assists is Dmitry Kuznetsov, the number 2 star of the game from Columbus with a pair of goals, and the near hat trick and the near overtime winner, Josh Kelly, and the number 1 star with 2 goals in the game, including the game winner in overtime, Mike Falanga. Wild night here at Danbury Arena. Hat tricks off until next weekend when they will play a 3-game set on the road up in Watertown Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday afternoon. Hat tricks will not return home until the 24th and 25th of the month. That's a Friday and Saturday when they host Port Huron. Wild win for the hat tricks tonight. 5-4 in overtime against the Columbus River Dragons. Thanks for tuning in. Danbury Hat Tricks Hockey tonight. For Chris Lynch, who's unable to be with us tonight, I'm Jim Cerny saying have a great night, everybody.